Hello guys, in this video we will see arithmetic progression. Let us first define what it is. A sequence of numbers in which each subsequent term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the term preceding it. Are said to be in arithmetic progression. Okay, so this is the definition. So what it says here is, to get every subsequent term we need to add a fixed real number to its preceding term. So let us say we denote the first term of the arithmetic progression. In short, we will represent that as AP. Let us say that is equal to A. By convention we always use A to represent the first term of AP, and the fixed number which we add to get the next term, that we will fixed number that will represent by D. Then what would be the terms of the arithmetic progression? Since the first term is given as A, it is A itself, then the second term will be obtained by adding D to the first term. So that would be A plus D. Then the next term that we will get by adding D to the term preceding it, that is this term. So we will get A plus 2D, then the next term A plus 3D, and so on. So you can see that since every subsequent term is obtained by adding a fixed number, we can see that the difference of any two successive terms is also the same. A plus D minus A, that is equal to D, A plus 2D minus A plus D, that is also equal to D, and so on. So since this difference between any two successive terms is a constant, we call this D, the fixed number, as common difference. It is referred to as common difference. Any progression that we study, we basically have to determine these two things, that is, what is the general term. General term means we can also call that as nth term. If we get an expression for nth term, that is an equal to something, then using that we can determine any term belonging to that progression. Then whenever possible we should be able to determine what is the sum of terms of a progression. So first let us see what is the nth term of an arithmetic progression. We have already listed the elements of an arithmetic progression. Let us do that once again. The terms of arithmetic progression, we have listed them as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. Now you can see that the first term is A, the second term is A plus D, and the third term is A plus 2D, fourth term is A plus 3D. So what would be the nth term? If the fourth term is A plus 3D, so which means the nth term will be A plus n minus 1 into D. So we will write that here as an is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, where D is the common difference, A is the first term, and n is the index of the term which we have to determine. Okay, next let us see how to determine the sum of terms of a AP. Here we will determine sum of n terms. Let us call that as Sn. So what is Sn? It is the sum of n terms. Let us list the terms A plus, the second term is A plus D, plus the third term A plus 2D, and so on till what is the last term, the nth term, that would be a plus n minus 1 into d. Let me write one term preceding that, a plus n minus 2 into d, right. So these are the terms. Now what we will do is, we will once again write what is Sn, but this time we will list the terms in the reverse way. That is, first we will list the nth term. So under this I will write a plus n minus 1 into d, plus here the next term a plus n minus 2 into d, plus, and so on till here the last term will come, which is a. Here the second term will come, which is a plus d. Now let us add these two. So if we add these two, what do we get? 2Sn is equal to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Next, here what do we get? A plus a, that is 2a, plus n minus 2d plus d. Next term we will get something, but let us see what is this term, 2a plus nd minus 2d plus d, that is nd minus d, which we can write this as n minus 1 into d. So similarly here you see, we will get a 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here also 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we can see that when we take the sum, every sum is equal to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So how many such terms are added? So there are n such terms. So we can say that the value of this entire sum is equal to n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is twice of the sum. So we can say the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now you can see that we can also write this as n by 2 into, now this 2a plus n minus 1 into d, we will split that as a plus n minus 1 into d. So that's equal to n by 2 into a plus, what is a plus n minus 1 into d? We have just now seen that is the nth term. So I will write it as an, but when we write an, you should not confuse this with the general term. Here an does not stand for the general term. An is in fact the last term that we are adding. So instead of writing this as a plus an, we often prefer to write this as, let me write it here, Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus al, where al is the last term in the summation. Is this clear? So far what we have seen is the definition of an arithmetic progression and how the terms of an arithmetic progression will be. Then we have seen what is the nth term of an arithmetic progression, which is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Then we have determined the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression. In order to do this, what we did, we have written what is Sn, we have listed down all the terms that are to be added, and then once again we have written what is n term, Sn. Then when we listed the terms here, we have listed down in the opposite order. Then we have added, here we can see that every sum is actually giving the same value, which is equal to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So since there are n such terms, we will get this as n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So the formula for sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression comes out to be Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is an important formula. Then we are showing that is also equal to n by 2 into a plus al, where al is the last term in the summation. Arithmetic mean. If three numbers are in AP, let us say a, b and c are in AP, then we can say that the middle term b is the arithmetic mean of, in short I will write am is the arithmetic mean of the other two terms, which are a and c. Okay, so since these three terms are in AP, we can say that the difference between b and a will be equal to the difference between C and B. So we can write B minus A is equal to C minus B. We'll bring B this side, we will get 2B is equal to C plus A, okay, which is B is equal to C plus A by 2. So if we have two terms, even if they are A and B, then the arithmetic mean between A and B is simply given by the formula arithmetic mean is equal to A plus B by 2. Okay, now if there are n terms, arithmetic mean of n terms. If there are n terms of the form A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An, then the arithmetic mean of the n terms is given by A1 plus A2 plus so on till An divided by the number of terms, which is n in this case. So the arithmetic mean of n terms A1, A2, A3 so on till An is given by A1 plus A2 plus so on till An by n. Now there can be more than one arithmetic mean between two numbers. Let us consider A and B. Then if we insert three numbers between them, let us call them as A1, A2, A3, such that A1, A2, A3 and B are in arithmetic progression. So what we are doing here is, between A and B we are inserting three terms such that the resulting 5 terms are in an arithmetic progression. Then we can say that A1, A2, A3 are three arithmetic means. A1, A2 and A3 are three arithmetic means between A and B. So that way we can insert any number of arithmetic means between any two numbers. So let us see how do we determine those n terms which will be the n arithmetic mean between any two numbers. Insertion of n arithmetic means between two numbers. Okay, so let us call those two numbers as A and B. So since we are inserting n arithmetic means between these two numbers, we will now have an arithmetic progression of the form A. We will represent these arithmetic means as A1, A2, so on till An. Okay, so once we insert these arithmetic means, we will get an arithmetic progression of the form A, A1, A2, A3, so on till An, and then the last term will be B. So this is now an arithmetic progression with how many terms? N arithmetic means which form n terms in between. In addition to that, there are two terms A and B. So totally we can say that there are n plus 2 terms. Now how do we determine this n arithmetic means? That's simple, because we know that these terms are in AP, we can determine what is the common difference. So now this is an AP with n plus 2 terms, so B is n plus 2th term. So we can write B is equal to the first term A plus n. N means what is the index of this? It is n plus 2. So n, A plus n minus 1 into D. So we will get B is equal to A plus n plus 1 into D. So that gives us B minus D is equal to n plus 1 into D. So that is B minus A by n plus 1 is equal to D. So this way we can determine what will be the common difference of the resulting arithmetic progression when we insert n arithmetic means between A and B. So once we know what is the common difference, we can determine any term of this arithmetic progression or any of the arithmetic mean that is inserted. Let us say we want to determine what is A1, the first arithmetic mean that is inserted. Now that is the second term of the arithmetic progression, so which is A plus D. So that is A plus, we know D is B minus A by n plus 1, that's all. So this is A1. If we have to determine A2, a2 is equal to, since a2 is now the third term, so we will write a plus 2d, 2 into b minus a by n plus 1. The same way, if we have to determine an, we can say that this would be n plus 1th term, this is n plus 1th term, or we can say, since it's the term which is preceding b, we can write this as b minus d. Okay, so that is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. So this way we can determine any of the arithmetic mean that is inserted between two given numbers. Let us see a simple problem based on this concept. If four arithmetic means are inserted between half and 3, then the third arithmetic mean is, then find the third arithmetic mean. Third arithmetic mean. Okay, let us see. So you can either remember this formula. What is the formula? Formula for the common difference of the resulting arithmetic progression when we insert n arithmetic means. So that formula is here. D is equal to b minus a by n plus 1, or alternatively you can just work it out the same way we have derived the formula. Now when we insert 4 arithmetic means between half and 3, we will get a arithmetic progression with 4 plus 2, 6 terms. So they will be half, a1, a2, a3, a4 and 3. So we are just to do what we have done earlier. Now since this is an arithmetic progression with 6 terms and 3 being the 6th term, we will first determine what is the common difference. So 3 is equal to a plus n minus 1. So that is 6 minus 1, which is 5d. Okay, so that gives us d is equal to 3 minus half, that is 5 by 2 by 5. So which gives d is equal to 1 by 2. Now once we have determined the common difference, we can determine any term belonging to the arithmetic progression or any of the arithmetic mean also. Now here what we have to determine a3. a3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th term in the arithmetic progression. So we can write a3 is equal to a plus 4th term, so 4 minus 1, that is 3 into d. So what is a? A is half plus 3 into, again d is also half. So that's equal to 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2, that is equal to 2.